rest of the items, some are information only. Next board meeting is April 16th, and then there's new business. Does anyone have new business? I have new business. This is really unfortunate, the timing of this, but at this time, we need to evaluate Joe's performance and do another 360 multi-rating, hopefully in May. And I just wanted to have the board tell me that that's okay to contact Marty Cizik and ask her to do so. Yes. Fine.
Madam Chair, yes indeed, but I was not really impressed with her report. And I'm going to tell you why.
Okay.
It was all goodies. And it didn't speak to some of the areas that we probably ought to examine. And she kind of, I thought, blushed over that. And given that statement, I would encourage you, when you talk with her, if you agree with me, that she go beyond the goody-goody statements and give us some constructive observations.
Okay, and maybe, why don't you tell me later what those might be, so I can talk to her about that?
Yeah, I'd be happy to do that. Also, I think that
Would our attorneys agree with that?
We can consider that option.
thank you.
Okay. So I don't know if I need a motion, but I will ask for a motion to go ahead and speak with Marty Cizik about.
I'll make the motion.
Okay,
I'll second it.
thank you. All those in favor, if there's no more discussion?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. Thank you, Ed. Next, we have public comment. Dr. Goyal? I cannot see you. Okay, thank you.
Madam Chair, my name is Arun Goyal, and I'm presenting here as a member of the public, member from the community. I want to congratulate Joe. I've been in this town since last July, and I've been part of this school as well as part of the community. And everything that I've seen, Joe has been doing very open. Everybody has been working hard. And certain comments I've made, they are in different contexts, but Joe has done a wonderful job. He has been open. He's working very hard to make sure this college is moving forward. So I just want to just say it very openly and publicly, this comment. So comments I made in a different context, in different ways are different, but when he deserves and his team deserves a very positive comment, I know the other side. But again, the problem has been sometimes is the communication problems. There have been certain times that he's only one person, he has a team of people. If there are communication gaps, certain things, he can only do so much. So I want to congratulate him very much for his very best effort. Having said that, I was team, but since I'm making a public comment, I would like to bring a couple of things to your attention. One of the things that I raised a question as a public member, some question I asked to the board, specifically, I have not heard any feedback or any comment or any knowledge about it. For example, I asked the question to this board to know what 5 things were done for students in the last 2-3 years. I have not heard the answer to that yet. For example, what I've informed this board about the gun violence issue. I was informed this board about certain rules that were forced to be broken. I've informed this board about the college time. And again, that's part of the board policy from the governor office. If some college time or office time is used for different purpose, action should have been taken right away. that has not been taken yet. I have also requested board to look into into the new building project, why we need them, and reevaluate them. Flex stack, for example, last time I gave. What is the reality of this technology building? And I want to really, maybe 5 years ago, 6 years ago, we planned it in a way. I do not know, I wasn't here. But what is the status of it? Are we really going into the reevaluate it? How many students we have in that program? Maybe a welding program is just a blip. Maybe, so we need to really invest money in something. Maybe there are other realities where we need really to invest right now. We need to really say, we have this money, we can go back to public and say, hey, yes, these were the reality at X time. Right now, these are our urgent need are. And before we spend your money, we have reevaluated it. So I think I will encourage board to really look into very carefully. For example, in my personal opinion, looking from various knowledge, I think the most important thing that is this college is looking into, and the most pressing need this college has, in my personal opinion, is the science labs.
Is science
labs.
lab? Okay.
They are 30 years behind. My request to you was also about the budget last time, that please evaluate the budget that has been submitted to you or coming through you. What was the basis of formation of those budgets are? That is coming from the college or that is coming from the departments? What was the basis? Why these budgets were submitted to you? Why they were formed in a way? Why they were just copy-pasted it when we lost 20% students? What was the basis to keep maintaining them that way? I want to encourage you perspective. For example, we have adjunct faculty. Just think about from a point of view. If I'm a faculty member and I'm getting a $60,000 salary and I teach 15 credit hour. So I teach 15 credit hour, that is what I'm supposed to teach. The moment I teach 16th credit hour, I'm giving $700. Am I changed on something? So then I got into the overload situation. So I can't hire from outside person. So why? Why I'm a dual citizen or where I'm changed? Why should I be teaching good if I'm getting only 700? So think about from very different perspective. We are paying our faculty. And how we compare. How we compare here by other places where other institutions pay the faculty the same rate, and what kind of quality they produce. Well, here we are teaching a English or mathematics taught by an undergraduate developmental math, the same $700 as we have a PhD scholar teaching a course. Same $700. So I think I want to encourage board to please look into this very, very serious issue of personal matter. Because we want to hire the very best people, as we are talking about, to educate our children or our citizens here. So then we have to really come up with a very good solution for it. Also, I encourage you to look into when you want to fund. I think somewhere I read about $800,000 for the ACC building in Laramie. Some second study. Again, look at the technology that we are changing, where we are at the technological edge today. If we are going to put a $30 million, I'm just making a case to you. If we are going to put a $30 million in a building, and that building, $30 million, we have to have a staff, on and on and on. And then, how much we can hire the same space? Say, we want a space here to teach, how much we can go and hire the same space in a Frontier Mall? 11,000 square feet for $7,000, $8,000. That is almost no running cost. We can have all the classroom, kids can just go to the general education courses there. We don't have to spend $30,000 here. So we need to really think about it rationally now. So our students don't have to try. We have to reach to students rather than asking students to come to us all the way to the college drive. There's another suggestion I would like to make for our community. Let us go to our students rather than forcing our students to come to college drive. The another suggestion I will make to you, for you to think very carefully. I'm very seriously concerned about, in the last 1 month I met few students who told me they are very seriously concerned because their classes have been regularly cancelled, especially the lab classes in sciences, and they are not being prepared for their medical health science profession. They have tried to contact their faculty member who have been given runaround. Their dean has no clue what this is all about. And the newly elected chair, which this school has again used the more money from a student to again appoint more administrative power, which we never need. That chair was supposed to run the program more smoothly, but again, students are suffering. Their money is being chair has no idea classes are being cancelled, lab cancelled, dean has no clue, students are suffering, they have not completed all the assignment, labs they are supposed to do, so they cannot legally get their grade properly. So legally, if instructor gives them a grade, that will not be legally acceptable to the program they are going to transfer. And here, we have a situation, if we give the grade, this means as an institution, we are giving them an illegal grade. But who is watching? So that is the one thing I want to bring to attention. So everybody who is involved, students are crying, that ex-instructor is calling, trying to talk to the chair is not listening. I have no idea, I don't have time. 5 days, can't reach. Dean, no clue. Common course assessment, oh, what is it? We have no clue what to do. So everything we are breaking. We talk about that we are doing this in this institution, but really we are not doing it. And so at the end, you give the president power, president designate to someone, another person designate to the other person. Really everything is broken down the chain, but nobody watching. And ultimately we are giving the grade, it is reaching all the way to there, students suffering, they are not going to get into the programs. And that is where I'm requesting this board to please think about those students who are not reaching here. Think about those students. This is not only one course, it's a course after course and many things are happening. Please think about those students, because when we give the grade, our faculty gives the grade. We give the grade which is legally, fully competent grade. And that is the broken here, totally. Please, thank you.
Thank you very much, and good night. Is there any other public comment? Would someone like to make a motion for adjournment, please?
I move we adjourn.
Second, please. Christine, seconds. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. And thank you, everyone, for being here this evening.